everyone, I'm Amanda and welcome back to my channel. So if you're anything like me and you're a 20-something-year-old who didn't really know what TikTok was for an embarrassing amount of time and also refused to download it for a long time just because she thought she was way too cool, way too old for it, but now she's kind of obsessed with swiping through it, like, well, hi! So if you're on TikTok, you probably have seen these girls showing off their cool new clothes from these really trendy websites. It would be fun to blow off a ton of money on these websites. I decided to try to go and thrift some pieces that are inspired by some of the looks that are really popular, and also just give y'all maybe some tips for your own thrift adventures. So a common trend on these websites are cardigans, and cardigans have been really popular since probably last year to wear as a top, and obviously you can wear it as a cozy layer on top of an already cute outfit, but you can easily thrift something like this too. So these are cardigans that I found, and I just chopped off the bottom to where it would look the most flattering, and you can find them in an assortment of colors and styles and even different prints and patterns. You can easily just find this by looking through the long sleeve tops in your local thrift store and or just searching up cardigans on Depop. Something I've also noticed is the cozy cardigans that you just wear as a layer on top. Usually they're more of a chunkier knit, so it's just more comfortable. So this one I found is a true vintage piece. It has that more chunky knit and it has the wooden buttons, and so it just looks really aesthetic and why do I keep saying that word? The next trend I've noticed is these lingerie style tops. So a lot of them are just really lacy, bodice type, camis and bodysuits, and even slip dresses that are really satiny and just really like luxurious looking. And all of these you can definitely find at your local thrift store. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable with the idea of wearing used lingerie, but honestly, if you wash it and you just don't think about it too much, it's totally worth it. So the pieces that I found were like camis, like this one, which is a silk cami, and I love the color. It's really easy to just pair with jeans to just look a little sexy, but then if you add like that cozy cardigan on top, it just looks more effortlessly chic. So everyone and their mother is obsessed with tie-dye right now, and while I think it's cool that they're adding kind of different styles to tie-dye into their clothing websites, I think you can obviously do this yourself. So if you're going to the thrift store, just make sure that the item that you're looking at is a more natural fiber like cotton compared to a synthetic fiber like polyester. Just natural fibers just take up dye more quickly or more readily, and I didn't find anything during this thrift trip that I wanted to tie-dye myself, but if you check out our Depop shop, we do have a couple of pieces that we bleach dyed. So Verge Girl specifically is a clothing brand that I just vibed with more initially, just because they actually are inspired by vintage clothing. You can tell by the way that they style their clothes, and just like the styles in general just look more vintage and retro, and they even mention the word vintage in some of their product tags. And since it's inspired by vintage clothing, you can definitely just go and find vintage clothing by going to your local thrift store. What I've noticed specifically is that they kind of stick to a more neutral color palette, so things like creams and soft browns, and then they also stick to this more pastel color palette, and it just looks more just pleasing to the eye, and it's very trendy right now. And you can easily find these pieces at the thrift store just by going through the aisles and just looking for this color palette. So I found this nice white cardigan style top, but it's actually a top because it's definitely a lighter knit than an actual cardigan, and it has this kind of lace trim down the side and down the buttons, and it just looks like something that you would find on this website. So the next top I picked out just because it has this really nice fun and retro vibe to it, and I was really drawn to this pistachio mint kind of color. and I just enjoyed the retro look with the button-up details, and for some reason the cut looks a lot more modern to me than some of the other shirts that I've thrifted before that have this kind of button-up minimal look. But I think the cut of it just makes it look a lot more aesthetic, a lot more pleasing to the eye, definitely more flattering. So the next top I found on these websites is this really cool kind of tank top style, and it barely covers the boobs and it has this kind of like triangle bandana hem, and it just looks really nice and really cool for going out. While I couldn't find something exactly like it at the thrift store, I noticed that if you just got a square scarf like this one that I found, I just really like the colors. Like I said, the pastel kind of palette is just really nice and aesthetic apparently. You fold it diagonally and then you fold it a little bit more just to adjust to your torso, however short or long you would want it. And then you just have this really cool top that looks pretty much like the ones on the websites, but you can also wear it as a scarf if you're tired of that look. Oh my god, this one has a little Mickey. How cute! This one has a little Mickey. I didn't even notice. Okay, so these are all the trends that I found while browsing these websites. I hope you found this video helpful in staying on a budget and shopping in a more sustainable way. What was your favorite trend? Leave it down below. And what pieces or what trends did you think that I just missed out on this video? Let me know. If you like thrifting and styling kind of content, then please subscribe. I'm hoping to create more content for you guys. If you're interested in any specific pieces that I showed, then just check out our Depop shop down below. And just thank you so much for watching. Bye!